Thought you said this was a prime posting.
Bit of patience, Luke.
It's hardly a drug-dealing hotspot, though, is it? I'm starving. How long is it before refs?
No, you got hours yet.
I spy, with my little eye, something beginning with LC.
LC? It's a bit hard, isn't it?
I am testing your powers of observation, George. What's that kid up to?
I don't know. Probably lost his sweets in the bushes.
What do you think?
Yeah, go on, give it a go. It's the best thing we've had all afternoon.
It's the only thing we've had more like.
LC.
Excuse me, can I have a word? I'm a police officer. PC Luke Ashton, Sun Hill. What's your name?
Got to get home.
Oh, you live near here, do you?
Not far.
Look, I need to have a word, please.
Why?
You've been observed picking up a package on the corner of Railco Street. I'd just like to know what's in it.
You're gonna search me?
Do I need to?
Because if you are, I want to know the grounds and the object of your search.
Oh, you reckon you know police procedure, do you?
Pretty well.
Have you been in trouble before?
Are you arresting me?
Not now, no.
I'm not giving my name unless you're arresting me.
Look, I want to know what you picked up.
Nothing.
Look, I saw you lean into a bush, pick something out, and I just want to know what it is.
I've got to go. My mum will be worried.
Look, I'm going to ask you now to take off your jacket. The object of my search is to look for a controlled substance, OK? No.
Get off! You'll ruin everything!
Hash resin. Now you're going to tell me what your name is?
Gavin Ellis.
OK, Gavin. I'm now arresting you for the possession of a controlled substance. You do not have to say anything, but it may harm your defence if you do not mention when questioned something which you later rely on in court. Anything you do say may be given in evidence. Do you understand?
Excuse me, dear. I wonder if you could tell me where the nearest chemist is.
Well, I'm not sure.
I need to talk to you.
You all right, love?
I need to speak to you, but not here. Inside the shop.
Would you like to explain to me what the matter is?
I'll explain everything to you, but inside the shop, I mean, it is important.
OK. Polly, you be OK for a minute?
Yeah, sure. So, straight up there and on your right.
Thank you very much.
Thank
Dad.
you.
In the back.
Well, why can't you tell me out here?
Because I can't risk being seen with the likes of you. No offence. Listen, this is for your benefit. If you want to hear what I've got to say, you've got to come through the back.
You're going to tell me what this is all about, Mrs.
I don't like doing this. It's not easy, you know.
Well, why don't you start by telling me your name and then we can take it from there?
It's Lisa. I haven't got long. I mean, the manager might be back soon.
Right then, Lisa. Tell me what's on your mind and I'll see if I can help.
You're my last chance. He's planning another one.
Planning? Who's planning?
Terry Upton. He's the one you want.
Terry Upton. Why would we be looking for him?
I've told him he's past it. I mean, people don't just hand things over anymore. If someone walks into this shop right now and demands the contents of that till, I've got 2 panic buttons and closed-circuit television.
Right, so this Terry Upton's involved in some kind of shop robbery. Is that what you're saying, Lisa?
No, not shops, vans. He hijacks delivery vans and then sells a knockoff round the pubs.
What kind of goods are we talking about here?
I mean, he's been inside too long. He doesn't realise how much everything's changed.
These off-licence goods?
Yeah, off-licence goods. Oh, I knew you lot would be onto it.
And you think this Terry's involved?
I know he is. And he's planning another one.
Do you know when?
Tonight.
Right, Lisa, it's really important that you give us all the information that you can, OK?
Well, I can give you the time and the place. I can even tell you what colour underwear he's wearing. But you're going to have to come back later, about 6:30. And then I should know everything.
Well, you seem to know a lot already.
Well, I've told you, you're going to have to come back later. I'll have to get back to work.
Hey, hold on, sir. Better tell me how come you're so sure this Terry Upton's behind it all.
Oh, that's easy. I'm his wife.
Bringing you lot in for truancy is a bit strong, isn't it?
Can you confirm for me that your son's name is Gavin Christopher Ellis?
Yes, of course it is. I have seen his headmaster about this, you know.
This isn't about Gavin playing truant, Mrs. Ellis.
Oh, what's it about then?
It's about some drugs we found.
Drugs?
Can we take a look in Gavin's room, please?
There's been a mistake.
Yeah, if we could just take a look in Gavin's room, we can try and sort this out, Mrs. Ellis.
Yes, you can take a look. And then you can give me and my son an apology. Gavin doesn't even know what drugs look like.
We found the drugs on Gavin, Mrs. Ellis.
What? Well, he must have been bullied into it then. He has been having problems with a gang of lads at school.
And he did resist arrest.
Which one's Gavin's room, Mrs. Ellis?
It's in there.
Thank you.
Excuse us.
Rugby man, are you?
Yeah, Harlequins. They're my dad's team.
You won't find anything. Gavin, tell them.
I don't think you fully understand the situation, Mrs. Ellis.
I understand my son, PC
Garfield.
PC Garfield. Thank you. And I know he's got nothing whatsoever to do with drugs.
Is this your book, Gavin?
Tell the truth.
Yes.
George.
Oh, well, this is interesting. Monday, 12:45, Relco Street. 2 bags of hash, Belinda Murray. Wednesday, 1:10, Relco Street. 1 bag of hash, Adam Shaw. This your handwriting, is it, Gavin?
Yes.
And these names, you know them, do you?
They're Gavin's classmates. Gavin?
That's right. Sarge? Gary, could you do a quick name check for me, please?
Yeah, sure.
It's Terry Upton. 28th of the 1st, 1943. Male IC1.
Upton. Here we go. Terrence Upton. 56 years old?
What form's he got?
Hang on a minute. Yeah, previous full robbery and ABH. See for yourself. Looks like Mr. Upton's one of our regulars.
Cheers, Gary. Oh, Sarge, can I have a word?
Go on.
I've been given some information on those delivery van hijacks CID are investigating.
Where from?
Some woman in the Talwyn Road shopping centre. It seems her husband's behind the raids and she wants to give us the details.
Well, tell me what you got. We'll take it up to the DCI.
Well, apparently there's another one planned for tonight, but I've got to get some more details from her later.
You got the woman's name?
Yeah, Lisa Upton.
Lisa Upton? As in the wife of Terry Upton?
Well, have you come across her before?
Once or twice.
Sarge?
Lisa Upton has a history of informing on that toe rag of a husband of hers. It's a game. She informs on Terry. We send our officers to one side of Sunhill. He does a job on the other.
But Sarge, she seemed really genuine.
I bet she did. She can be very persuasive. Don't believe all she promises you, Sam.
Listen, it took her a lot of guts to come and tell me. I mean, she was really scared.
Look, Sam, I know you're keen to get into something decent, but don't let a pretty face and a few tears cloud your judgment.
Sarge, I think there's more to this. I believed her.
So did I.
Sarge?
She let me right dance in the past. I might have made a right idiot myself, but I didn't get CID involved.
You think she's trying it on, then?
Broke the mould when they made Lisa Upton. In more ways than one.
We can have a word in here.
Look, Gavin's father died a few months ago.
Oh, well, I'm sorry to hear that.
It's been a very difficult time for both of us. Anyway, I'd like to take Gavin home now.
Well, you can't, Mrs. Ellis.
The last thing he needs is to be in a place like this.
Yeah, but Gavin's under arrest.
You are convinced my 11-year-old son is a drug user, aren't you?
Well, look, we have to interview
You're
him.
all the same. Do the job and sod the consequences.
Fine, I'll have to call social services then.
What?
Well, if you won't sit in on the interview with Gavin, I'll have to find somebody who will.
You don't understand. I need to get Gavin out of
Yes,
here.
and we need to speak to him. Look, I'm sorry, Mrs. Ellis, but all we're asking here is for a bit of cooperation, yeah?
Well, believe me, PC Garfield, you lot have asked for a lot more than that over the years.
Are you sure you don't want a drink?
No, thank you.
Luke, where's George gone?
He's having a word with Gavin's mum, Sarge.
Look, when he gets back, can you two get a move on? I don't like kids hanging around in here.
Right.
Gonna lock me up?
Nope. Your punishment's much worse. You've got to sit here and talk to me.
You're all right.
How did you know what I was going to ask you when I stopped you?
Heard it loads of times. Know it by heart.
You sure you haven't been in trouble with us before?
No.
Oh, June.
Oh.
Got Tanya Salter in the front office looking for her old man.
I can't think why.
Well, have you got him in?
Yeah, I'm not letting him out till he sobers up, though.
Well, got a result from your obo, Luke?
Yeah, we're just waiting to interview young Gavin here, Sarge.
What, from Relco Street?
Yes, Sarge.
Come on, Gavin, we're going home.
No, Mrs. Ellis. Look, I've just told you. Gavin's under arrest.
Sally?
Hello, Bob.
Sally, what are you doing here? Not in trouble, I hope.
No, it's not me, it's Gavin.
Is this your kid?
Yeah. And your PC Garfield's arrested him for drug dealing.
George?
What sort?
Do you know who that is?
Well, she gave her name as Mrs. Ellis.
Yeah, Eddie Ellis's wife. Ring any bells?
What, Sergeant Ellis, Barton Street?
As was. Well, you both must remember putting in for flowers for his funeral a couple of months back.
Yes.
Well, do you mind telling me why you brought his kid in?
Well, we caught him in possession, fair and square.
What, on your obo, Matt?
Yeah, but I thought the result would be a bit taller.
And you really think he's going to give us something?
Yes, I do. Look, he's got a list of every drug deal that's taken place on Relco Street over the last month. He definitely knows more than he's letting on.
Well, I suppose we better interview him and get him out of here pronto.
Let me know if you get anything.
Sarge, look, Sarge, it's Mrs. Ellis. She never said anything.
Well, she's probably got something else on her mind, George.
Oh,
Sarge?
this info Sam picked up.
About the van hijacks?
Yeah.
Stroke of luck, Sarge. DCI Meadows been after a lead for weeks.
He got it from some woman in the shopping centre, didn't he?
Yeah, she came straight up to him, offered it straight out.
Did she now?
Yeah, and she hasn't even asked for any kind of payoff.
Do you think she was telling the truth?
Well, I wasn't there, Sarge. She made Sam go into her shop where she worked.
Where was that then?
It was a mobile phone shop. It's the only one in the centre.
Right. Cheers, Bob.
Gavin, can you tell us how you knew the drugs were in the bush in Relco Street?
Gavin, don't do that. And answer PC Ashton.
Is this your exercise book, Gavin? I'm now showing the suspect Exhibit LA1.
Yes.
Look, whatever your involvement, you shouldn't be frightened about talking to us, OK?
Look, Gavin, you not saying anything really isn't helping us.
Look, your dad would really want you to help. You know that, don't you?
I don't know. I was really hanging on to the information for the officers at Barton Street.
We're all on the same side, Gavin.
My dad said he always enjoyed getting one over on Sun Hill.
Gavin?
That's all right, Mrs. Ellis.
But as I'm here, I suppose I could team up with you for this one investigation.
Team up.
Help you out with my information.
Why did you pick the drugs up, Gavin?
I was going to take them to Barton Street as evidence.
I don't think Gavin's got anything to do with this drug dealing, do you? For the tape, please, Gavin.
No. Not really.
I think that he was just investigating it.
Investigating it?
Yeah, I was doing all right till you lot turned up.
How did you find out the drug dealing was taking place?
School. Everyone knows. If you want to get drugs, you go to Relco Street by the bushes and wait for the boy with the baseball cap.
The boy with the baseball cap?
Comes every day.
What, regular times?
Well, every 20 minutes. He's got an order. I wrote it all down, look.
Right, so according to this, he may well turn up there today.
I think there's a Louis ordered for 7:10.
A Louis?
16th. 16th of an ounce.
You either order a Louis or a Henry.
Oh, right, yeah. Henry VIII, yeah?
That's right, yeah.
Gavin, this boy with the baseball cap, what did he look like?
Tall, black, quite skinny, and doesn't go to my school.
Right, so you'll definitely recognise him again?
Yeah, I've talked to him a couple of times.
Gavin, you really shouldn't go getting yourself into trouble like this.
Mrs. Ellis, Gavin's been a great help to us.
Does that mean we can go now?
There you go.
I just want to get out of here.
Interview terminated 4:50 p.m.
Sounds like a right little Sherlock Holmes.
He wanted to give the information to his dad's old Nick.
Oh, poor lad. I met Sergeant Ellis once at a charity Met do.
Thought you two were off chasing crack dealers.
Oh, we couldn't find any.
Luke reckons they're all on holiday.
Oh, like quiet.
Oh, we got a result of sorts.
They only nicked Sergeant Ellis's son.
Well, not that guy from Barton Street who kicked the bucket.
Sam?
Heart attack, wasn't it?
Yeah, worst thing was he was in the middle of a house raid at the time. They say Mrs. Ellis blames the job.
Oh, it's not going to be popular, that, is it, eh? Nicking his son.
I don't know. Gavin's given us more information in the past hour than we could have got in a week. Might just go and have another word with Sergeant Boyden.
No, that won't do you much good.
How do you mean?
Sam only gets some woman offering information about the van hijacks.
What, the off-licence goods?
Offered it me on a plate, she did.
Have you been to Mr. Meadows?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Boyden, for some reason, won't move on it.
Maybe you know something you don't.
Yeah, like she's a slapper and you're her latest mug.
Ignore him. He's winding you up.
Yeah, it's working.
You know, Luke's right. Sergeant Boyden must have his reasons.
Look, I swear, Polly, have you heard her?
I believe you, but it's not me you've got to convince, is it?
Ashley, take it. Ring you later.
Trouble?
Family stuff. Listen, I've got that information for you. 8:30 tonight, it's definitely on.
What's that, then?
The van hijack. Terry uses a blue transit van, P registration. They're going to wait till the delivery van reaches the junction between Dorrell Road and Metal Lane. That's when they're going to jump it.
Why should I believe you?
Well, why not?
Because you lied to me earlier.
How do you mean?
Well, you led me to believe this is the first time you've come to us about Terry. But it isn't, is it?
No, it isn't.
And on all the other occasions you were just stringing us along, helping Terry by messing us about.
Every time you lot banged him up, he promised. Next time, babe, I'll go straight. And I was taken in by it time after time.
Helping Terry commit his crimes isn't going to help anybody.
I never wanted to help him. But you think, oh, it's my husband. And in the end, all you do is dig yourself into it deeper and deeper.
Well, I'm sorry, Lisa. I can't help you unless you prove to me that you're telling the truth. Come with me down to the station and make a statement.
Oh, great idea. I mean, I may as well tie rocks on my own ankles and throw myself in the Thames.
But you'll have nothing to worry about if the information leads to Terry's arrest.
Terry will send somebody after me. Oh, you don't understand.
Well, then tell me.
Look, I can't come down to the station with you, but that doesn't mean to say that I'm lying.
Right, I'm sorry, Lisa. It's not enough.
Listen, I'm not doing this for myself. It's for my son. My only kid, mine and Terry's. Terry has left him alone up until now, but Terry wants him to go on a job soon.
Well, why now?
Because he's just turned 19 and Terry thinks that the lad ought to enter the family business.
Is that your son, the lad that's just left?
Yeah, that was him.
And he's never done a job before?
No, he's a good lad. He wants to go in the army.
What, and you think today might be the day that Terry gets him in on a job?
Not today. That's why I gave him a phone. I want to keep tabs on him. But Terry, it's going to get to him sooner or later unless you get to Terry.
Listen, Lisa. If you promise me that all of this is straight up, yeah? Then I'll see what I can do.
Oh, I promise. My son is all I've got left, you see. Makes my life worth living. Hello, Findability. Hello, stranger. Oh, what now? God, you pick your moments. Put on arms. All right, but I won't have long.
Shouldn't you be back at the elbow?
Sarge, young Gavin's spoken to a dealer in Rolco Street in the past week.
So?
So the description he's given is pretty general, but he thinks he can recognise him again if he saw him.
And you want to take him back to Rocco Street? I thought you'd released him.
Oh, we have. I just want to go round and put it to Mrs. Ellis.
Well, if you can persuade his mother, I've got no objections.
Thanks, Sarge.
But in the unlikely event that she agrees, I want no messing about. Straight there and straight back, right?
Right, Sarge.
Oh, look. So what's happening then?
What do you think to Gavin identifying our local street dealer?
What, you mean take him with us? No, Mrs. Ellison never agreed to it.
We'll see. Come on.
Well, I'm not going in, OK?
Please, Mrs. Ellis. It will be a great help.
And you'll be back within the hour?
An hour and a half at the most.
I don't know.
If whoever's behind this is selling drugs to children, it's important that we get them off the streets as quickly as possible.
And it wouldn't put Gavin in any danger?
Gavin will be with us at all times. He'd be nowhere near the suspect.
It's not that I don't trust you.
Gavin's the only lead that we've got at the moment.
Can't believe he's got himself so far into this.
Maybe helping to solve a crime might help him to come to terms with his father's death.
Yes, well, he certainly isn't doing this for the good of my health. 1 hour, you say?
And a half at the most, I promise.
I'm timing.
Thank you.
Survived, then?
Shouldn't be such a defeatist, George.
Well, you're kidding. She never agreed.
She's getting him ready now. Must be my natural charm.
Yeah. Yeah, something like that.
Well, well, well. And I thought I was in your bad books.
We need to talk.
Well, are you going to buy me a drink first?
Which one?
Our usual.
Scotch and soda, please. I want you to drop it.
Oh, that's a bit forward even for you.
The information. I want you to get in touch with Sam Harker and tell him it was all a big mistake.
But it isn't. In fact, this could be the best decision of my life. Cheers.
What, grassing Terry?
Ah, you lot will nick him sooner or later. This way, he's got less to go down for.
I don't buy it, Lisa. You and Terry have been a team for years.
Yeah, well, I'm getting older. We all are.
He's always been loyal, more than most.
That's not hard when you've been banged up for the best part of 25 years, is it?
25? You've been married that long?
Longer bloody sentence than he's ever had. Do you know, he even used our wedding night for one of his bloody alibis.
Yeah, but you wouldn't shop him unless there was something in it for you.
Matthew, don't be so cynical. It's not becoming.
Look, I'm not falling for another one of your sob stories. I'm telling you, I want you to drop it.
Is that a threat?
A warning.
You've changed your tune.
Meaning?
Well, you were always so quick to give me the benefit in the past.
Yeah. In the past.
Well, I'm sure your DCI'd still be interested.
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, if it's the truth we're looking for, might as well all come out. All those little favours you used to do for me.
Over here.
How's it going, Sam?
Slowly. You haven't seen Boyden anywhere, have you?
No, not for a while.
Lost something, Sam?
No, sir. I was just looking for Sergeant Boyden.
Aren't we all? Anything I can help you with?
Well, I've been given some information, sir. It's about those delivery van hijacks CID are investigating.
Have you spoken to Mr. Meadows?
Well, not yet. I wanted to talk to Sergeant Boyden first.
Hey, if you think the information's good, I suggest we go and have a word with CID now and we can fill Sergeant Boyden in when he appears.
Yes, sir.
I don't want you to make a fool out of Sam Harker like you made out of me.
Oh, be fair. I didn't always give you the wrong info.
90% of the time.
Well, you exaggerate. Different sides of the same coin, you and me. That's why we always got on so well.
Why, you could wrap me around your little finger, you mean?
And why I know you're not here to protect your PC's reputation.
I'm here to save police time.
Save your own skin, more like.
Why? What have I got to worry about?
If I'm lying and setting you lot up, I might be pulled in.
So?
So, you're worried that I might blab about the understanding we've had in the past.
Lisa, there was no understanding.
All those times I got a caution when I should have been sent down. Times when you covered for me, when I had given you a lot false information.
Be your word against mine.
So, if you're not worried about me blabbing, why are you here? Word was, you had a crush on me.
You shouldn't listen to idle gossip.
Oh, you really should try and have a bit more faith in people.
With your track record.
I wouldn't grass you up, Matthew. I appreciate what you've done for me over the years. Honest, I do. But this time, I am telling the truth. The raid's gonna happen exactly when and where I said it would. Terry's going to jail, and I am gonna get on with the rest of my life. I even give you a call.
Is that all I've got? Your word?
It's all I can offer, Matthew. Listen, I've got things to do, and no doubt you should be getting back to work.
Look, Lisa, I'm not happy about this.
Trust me, Matthew. Trust me. Everything's going like clockwork.
I get it. This is how you saw me. Cool.
But we've got to get you back to your mum as quickly as possible. So as soon as you see the boy that you talked to, you let us know, OK?
Can I take a picture?
Yeah, sure. Button's just there.
That's him.
Excuse me. Richie Lee.
You know him?
Professional runner. There's a mugshot of him in DIU. Excuse me, please, Gavin.
He puts the drugs in the bush.
Is that boy from your school?
Yeah, in juniors. I don't know his name. The boy picks up the drugs. Then they walk past each other and the man takes the money.
Wonder who Richie's working for this time.
Whoever it is, they seem to be targeting school kids.
Yeah, scum.
So why don't we put tabs on Richie?
What, you mean let him take us to his leader?
Oh, exactly. Do you want to go for him now?
Richard's hardly the sharpest tool in the woodshed, is he?
Which will make it easier for us to tail him. Look, we could have this wrapped up by the end of the day.
Yeah. Hold on. What's he doing there?
Who?
Gavin!
Oh, no.
Polly, where's Sam?
He's gone up to CID with that information he got earlier.
What?
Well, he couldn't find you. So Inspector Monroe said he should go straight to CID.
Right, thanks, Paul.
The informant's Upton's wife. Now, she's tried to pull a fast one on us before, but I'm convinced she's telling the truth this time.
It's Dorrell Road and Metal Lane, you say?
Yes, sir. It's 8:30 tonight. She was really precise on that one.
That figures, because one of the warehouses we've been watching's got a late delivery going out at 8.
Well, it should pass by Dorrell Road at 8:30.
Well, it sounds kosher then. And Terry Upton's been in the frame since the beginning?
Yeah.
Oh, what the hell? I think we should have a go. Let's get cracking, lads, and well done, Samuel.
Cheers.
Sir, this informant is at best unreliable. I think we should be more cautious.
Oh, the DCI doesn't think so. Maybe if you'd been available earlier, Matthew, you could have put your case yourself.
Matthew, as this was Sam's shout, I'd like him to come along for the ride. You don't mind, do you?
No, sir, of course not.
Right, get your gear together, get back up here as soon as you can.
Yes, sir. Look, Sarge, I really did try to find you before, you know.
If I know Lisa, you wished you had.
The delivery route's always the same, which is down Asquith Road, past the factory, and into Dorrell Road. Duncan and Jeff, I want you to wait here Ready to pick up the delivery van. I'll be down here with Rod, waiting for Terry to show.
How many are there going to be, sir?
Well, Sam reckons 2. They get the van into a quiet road and then it's easy pickings.
Not expecting weapons, then?
Well, they had baseball bats last time, even though they didn't use them.
We're talking about an opportunist. He's seasoned enough to know what he wants, but he's not going to be looking for trouble.
Sounds like Terry Upton's style.
Sam, it's a P-Range Blue Transit, yeah?
Yeah. It sounds like the one we've got on the security video.
Yeah, well, let's hope it is. Right, this is an easy clean-up, so don't anybody take any chances, all right?
Gov.
What's he playing at? Gavin's a smart kid. Give him a chance.
You go on. Right, I'll speak to him.
All right.
Yeah, sorry, Sarge, I can't speak right now. I'll call you back, OK?
George? Matthew? What's going on?
Gary?
I don't know, Sarge.
Well, keep trying, will you?
218 from Sierra Oscar, receiving.
Luke, there you are. I thought I'd lost you. Sergeant Boyden wants to know what's happened.
Maybe we should tell him.
What?
Richie saw me. They've made a run for it.
Made a run for it where?
Over that wall.
Oh, no, Luke, just tell me this is a horrible joke, yeah?
I couldn't get over there on my own.
Oh, this isn't happening to me.
George, we've lost him. We've lost Gavin.
Sally!
Bob, what is happening? They said they'd be back by now.
No, everything's fine. They're probably just stuck in traffic or something.
Well, I should have trusted my instinct. Something's wrong, isn't it?
Let's not jump to conclusions. I swear, everything's fine.
I'm sorry. You must think I'm overreacting terribly. It's just... Well, since Eddie died, Gavin's all I've got left.
He's your only kid.
Yeah. Eddie wanted more. But... Oh, with the salaries you lot bring home.
Sally, have you thought of getting in touch with the Federation? Meeting other police widows?
No, thanks. It was bad enough being married to the job when he was alive. I could do without it now he's dead. Any chance of a cup of tea from somewhere?
Yeah, of course. Come through here and I'll get you one.
First we arrest him.
Keep looking.
And then we lose him.
But they can't have gone far.
Oh, this is useless. I'm going to call him back up.
No, look, let's just see if we can find him first, all right?
Fine, well, you're explaining it to his mum then.
I knew it.
Come off it, Luke. All the kids round here wear these, don't they, eh?
That's the type of thing Gavin would do.
Yeah, maybe you're right.
Get down!
After this, I am definitely having Richie Lee.
So where's Gavin?
He's probably inside the lockup.
We don't know that.
Yeah, well, if the dealers are in there, that could well be giving him a hard time.
Oh, come on, George. They're not going to hurt him. He's just a kid.
Look, if Richie thinks he's been followed by a copper, then Gavin could be in big trouble. I'm going to have to call this in.
All right, do it.
218 from 79.
Yeah, go ahead, Sarge.
George, where have you been?
Well, we've just encountered a minor hiccup, Sarge.
Yeah, and is Gavin with you?
No, he's not. But I can't explain now. We're at the lockups on Silverdene Way. We need backup.
Great. Come on.
I know? I mean, after all these years.
It happens all the time. Husband keeps doing one last job. Wife can't stop it any other way, so in the end she comes to us.
Have you ever seen her?
Lisa Upton? Yeah, once. Right little cracker. Rumour has it Matt Boyden got badly burnt by her once.
Oh, yeah?
She fed him a load of duff info, which is bad enough, but wasn't just the info that Matt had his mind on. Took him months to realise that she'd taken him for a ride. Unfortunately, not the ride that he had in mind. Here we go. DCI Meadows from DS Daily. Delivery van now entering Asquith Road. Will follow. Over.
Received, Jeff. Over. DCI Meadows from DS Daily. We're driving past the factory now. Nearly with you, Gov.
Sir.
Blue Transit P-registration. Looks like she kept her word. Jeff, Blue Transit's turned up. Looks like we're on.
Give me the keys! Keys! Give me the keys! Get out of the van! Get out of the van!
Go, go, go.
Police! Come on, the game's up! Look, you can't get out of here. Just let
Put that down.
Put the bat on the floor!
Terry Upton. Are you a bit old for this game?
Ashley! Ashley! Don't be so stupid. There's nowhere to go. Just give it up. Ashley, can you hear me?
Sierra Oscar from DC Skates.
Oh, come on. Come on.
It's urgently required for Taft Road. Sam? Ambulance is on the way.
Gavin's inside.
How many bodies?
Don't know, Sarge.
Let's do it.
Stay where you are!
Hey!
What's all this?
Come
here.
Almost said nothing's like a brief! That's Davy Dracup. Goes to my school. Grass! And it's be a lesson to you, Bobby. There was just a copper's son. Yeah.
George? Yeah, well, Richard Lee must be behind it, Sarge.
That's a laugh. Richard's as thick as two short ones. He's my runner.
Mrs. Ellis is waiting for her son back at the station. Try and get him back in one piece, will you?
Yes, Sarge.
Bob, what's happening?
There'll be news in any minute.
Can't believe I let him go in the first place.
He's going to be all right. I promise.
All I want to do is keep him out of harm's way.
I think he wants to see this through. I think maybe he needs to.
And what about what I need? No one ever seems to consider that.
I don't think kids realise that parents have feelings, do they?
Well, he never used to be like this.
He's had a lot to deal with. It's not easy being a policeman's son.
You try being a policeman's wife.
Sally, you can't go on blaming the job for what happened to Eddie.
Well, I can blame the shift work. I can blame the whiskey he had to drink to sleep at night.
Every time you knock the job, Sally, Gavin thinks you're knocking his dad.
I just want to keep him out of trouble, Bob.
Gavin's a good kid.
He used to say that about your boy.
Patrick took a wrong turning.
You ever forgiven him?
Every time he gets into a car, he remembers the accident. The girl that he killed. There's nothing I can say that alters that.
You haven't answered my question.
Patrick didn't own up. He tried to hide that he'd been drinking.
It's not easy, is it, growing up?
What, for them or us?
Thanks, Bob.
Mrs. Ellis, it's Gavin. They're bringing him in now.
Thank God.
Thanks, Matt. We can't wrap him in cotton wool, can we?
Pack it in or I'm going to cut the lot of you. Right. In.
This is police harassment! Yeah, police harassment!
Just keep it quiet. Now get inside.
Oh, what's all this?
Relco Street gang, would you believe?
It's not like the Bash Street kids.
Davy Draycott, the brains behind the dealing of the Relco Street gang.
You are joking. It's a stitch up. I had nothing on me. They planted it.
They've been using Richie Lee as a runner, selling drugs to the kids from the neighbouring schools.
Right, we better get them booked in. Luke, can you take Gavin down to the front office? His mum and Sergeant Cryer are waiting down there.
I want a brief, pig.
Hasn't anybody ever taught you any manners? I want a brief pig, please.
I had a bad feeling about this one from the start. First, the van
Maybe you
wouldn't
could
go.
tell us about some similar robberies that have taken place recently. We got one in Willersley Road on the 19th, another in 3 Acre Lane on the 25th. Same blue transit, same MO.
And the driver called in sick. Too fake, he said.
Look, Cherry, I've got at least 4 more van robberies to clear up. Now, in 2 of those, your van was recorded on the security video. So is there anything you'd like to tell us?
And the boy didn't want in on this one either. But I told him I need a driver. Well, I couldn't do the job on my own, could I? Not with me knee the way it is.
Terry, we haven't got all night to listen to your sob stories.
Maybe you're right, Mr. Meadows. I am getting too old.
The lad who did the job with you, what's his name?
Oh, come on, I'm not about to drop him in it, am I? Rather go down for the lot myself.
You said he didn't want in on this job. Does that mean he's been doing others with you?
He did get away, didn't he? I mean, you can't tell me that.
We're not at liberty to discuss that.
Well, I wouldn't want him to go down for something he didn't want to be in on in the first place.
Look, we're talking about your situation here, Teddy, your involvement. Now, I've actually got a witness who can identify you from the first robbery. So, do you want to say anything, or are you just wasting our time?
What am I looking at, Mr. Meadows? A fiver?
You know what happens, Teddy. You tell us the score, and the court will decide what happens.
Leave me a minute with me brief, will you, boys?
Interview terminated, 9:25.
Gavin,
Mrs. Ellis, I'm sorry it took longer than we said.
you broke your promise.
Gavin's been a great help.
You did really well today, Gavin. Your dad would be proud of you.
Were they the boys that have been bullying you?
Yeah. Davy wouldn't let me into his gang because of my dad. I didn't know they were into drugs, though.
You're best staying clear of the likes of Davy Draycott, then.
I told Richie I'd tell him who nicked his stash, the one I took. But he had to take me to meet the boss first. I knew you'd follow.
Well, it seems routine, then, doesn't it?
Still, you should be thinking about your mum now, shouldn't you?
Come on, Gavin. Let's go home.
Mrs. Ellis, Gavin will make a great police officer one day.
Over my dead body.
Good result?
Not exactly, no. One of our suspects threw himself in front of a moving car.
Right, Sam. Looks like Terry's about to cough the lot. So, how'd he go to the hospital?
He died on the way.
You saw the whole thing, Rod?
Yeah.
No, it was so stupid. He just ran straight out.
Have you any idea who it was?
Yeah, well, I saw him with Lisa Upton earlier. He's her and Terry's son, Ashley.
Great. Well, I don't think now's the time to inform Terry. Right, the best thing you can do is get your statement written up as soon as possible. Rod, debriefing.
You were right then, Sam.
Oh, I was supposed to be helping Lisa look after her son, not getting him killed.
It's not your fault. She should have told you he was on the job.
Yeah, but she didn't know he was involved.
Lisa will have to be informed. I don't mind going.
Nah, I think it's better coming from me, Sarge.
Only if you're up to it.
Yeah, well, it was my call. I'll have to be, really, won't I?
Whatcha?
Hi, PC Harker, Sun Hill. I'm looking for Lisa Upton.
She's not in. Come through. I'm Mark, her son. First time on leave, and this is what's waiting for me when I get home. Most mothers arrange a welcome home party.
Spain?
Just called from the airport about 20 minutes ago.
She's gone to Spain?
Well, Ashley didn't turn up, so she's booked him on the next flight. I thought you were him.
Hold on a minute. I thought Lisa only had one son.
Yeah, she has me.
Right, well, who's Ashley then?
He was at my school a few years above me. I knew my mum was seeing him, but I didn't figure they'd be planning on running off together. It's the one thing with my mum, you never know what to expect next.
No.
You wouldn't have any idea where my old man is, would you?
Sam?
Looks like I've been had, Sarge.
Yeah. Had a call from St Hugh's. The body was identified as Ashley Carmichael. What was he? Boyfriend?
She wanted Terry out of the way so she and Ashley could run off to the Costa Blanca. Lisa's already there.
Sat on a Spanish beach waiting for a toy boy who'll never arrive.
Should never have trusted her, you were right.
You got a result, Sam. That's what counts.
Sarge.
About time and all.
Just grab a sandwich, wine. What's your problem?
Helen Walsh called from the bank. This is going for a briefing.
A briefing?
Yeah, an update. It's got more evidence, apparently.
And it needs both of us? I mean, wouldn't you prefer to be alone with her?
Listen, Meadows wants to know if we've got a case or not. What are you going to say to him? I don't know, Gov, I couldn't be bothered with it.
Well, at least it gets you away from your paperwork. Oh, by the way, Jim, this came for you in the internal mail.
Not more fan mail. Commissioner loves you, doesn't he?
Give it here.
See you later, Liz.
Have fun.
It's from area, isn't it? About your transfer.
Southwest have turned me down as well. That was my last chance.
Oh, no. Is there anything you can do? I mean, there must be some way you can dodge it.
You know there's not. That's the whole point of tenure. You can't get out of it. Or everyone would.
They're not really going to put you back into uniform, are they, Jim?
It looks like it. It's a great scheme, isn't it? Someone looks at the list, you know. Oh, look, DC Jim Carver. DC at Sun Hill for the last 10 years. He knows the ground, the villains, he's got a network of informants. I know. Let's move him to another station, stick him in a uniform and send him out on the beat.
That'll be years before I'm up for tenure. Anyway, I thought they were phasing it out.
Yeah, knowing my luck, I'll be the last one to cop it.
God, I don't think I can wear that uniform again. But I'd rather quit the job.
Well, that's not an option for me. I mean, what else am I going to do?
Well, you know, those things. Security.
Oh, yeah? Well, looking around the checkouts at a supermarket. What makes even this case look interesting? DC's Carver and case for Helen Walsh.
Thanks, sir. Well, you could join one of those bodyguard agencies. It's money for old road bags.
Rod, you won't say anything, will you?
No.
I mean, but it's not as though it's secret. If you want to know I haven't got my transfer, I just want it to be in my own time.
We could get a job here. Could do worse.
Internal security for a bank? No way. I've had enough aggro with my own in the past.
I'd consider it.
Yeah, I bet. So you could spend more time with the lovely Helen.
Rod, hi.
Helen, how are you?
This way. Jim? I know how busy you are, so I didn't contact you again until I had some evidence together.
Well, it's nice to have someone else do all the legwork. All we have to do is make the arrest.
Take a seat.
Thank you.
I just hope it's not too boring for you.
Oh, no, not at all. I find the world of banking absolutely fascinating.
So, what have you got on this woman?
We have evidence that Linda's been stealing from the bank.
Enough for an arrest?
We've yet to establish exactly how she's been doing it.
You haven't got enough, but you still called us in.
Well, as I said, the purpose of today is to bring you up to speed on where we are. Obviously, we'd still like to find out where the money's going.
Oh, of course, so you can try and get it back.
We're very keen to make the arrest, Helen, and we're very happy to have you lead us. Of course, you know better than anyone how much evidence you need. So, in terms of what we've got here...
Well, there are several stages involved, and one has to analyse the computer records in some detail to...
So just how much exactly has been nicked?
Hard to be precise at this stage. Maybe as much as 3,000.
Oh, as much as that?
Could even be more. We don't know how long she's been doing it, and until we can access her records...
Well, perhaps you could explain these computer printouts. Excuse me.
Well, if we take this transaction for example. On the 12th of March at 3:17 p.m, the sum of £1.82 was charged into this account. You see, the time code gives us proof of when Linda Metcalfe, the CSR, was working on a particular terminal. We can then tie that in with the data she's been inputting. We need this visual proof because she could, of course, be falsely identifying herself when logging on. So from those transactions, you can see that Linda has been crediting charges due from business customers to a dummy account at that branch.
Lovely, thank you.
358 from Sierra Oscar, 8181 Larkhill Street, premises of clothing club, shoplifting now. Informant Mr. Kapoor, the owner, over.
Corresponding sum is then deducted from others and transferred into Linda's dummy account. The money from the first company...
Mr. Kapoor, what happened?
Gang of kids, about 6 of them, steamed the shop. Little gits. Just look at this. In and out in a couple of minutes. Grabbed anything they could. I mean, what did they pick on me for? Does it look as though I'm rich?
Anyone hurt?
No worse luck. I did have a pop at a couple of them, but they were too quick.
No, I meant anyone in the shop.
No, she's okay, but if I get hold of them...
Did you get a look at them then?
No, it's too quick. Most of them had their faces covered.
What sort of age?
About 16. Nasty, though. They weren't mucking around.
What's up, Gary?
Steamers, strip the place.
Same gang?
Yeah, it sounds like it. Teenagers, well organised.
This is ridiculous. How many is this now?
You know, I thought they'd got fed up with clothing shops because they did a jeweller's last week.
They obviously choose their targets.
Yeah, or someone does.
Anyone hurt?
Nah, a bit shaken up. They're not being violent so far.
It's only a matter of time.
Well, thank you both for an excellent meeting.
Oh, Helen, thank you. It's been... You've got a great case. Plenty of evidence.
Yeah? Well, let's nick her.
As I explained, Jim, I'd like to keep on a little longer, find out where the money's going.
Oh, of course, yeah. You want to play the long game, eh?
Something like that. Well, thanks again. I'll call you, let you know the next stage.
Looking forward to it.
Bye, Jim.
Yeah. Bye.
Well, there's no doubt in my mind it's the same gang.
Any descriptions?
Only vague ones. 16 to 18-year-olds, some black, some white, some wearing masks, you know.
Yeah, well, they're in and out that quick. What about the other 3 shops they've done?
Same story. Another clothes store, a sports shop and a record shop. Rush in, grab as much as they can and leg it.
How much do they get out of the sports shop?
About 1,500 quid's worth.
Easy money.
For someone. My guess is that the gang members don't set up the raids themselves. There's somebody else who recruits and organises them. From the descriptions we've got, however vague, it doesn't sound like it's always the same ones.
So you're saying it's different kids that make up the gang, but always the same MO?
The shops are carefully chosen. Best time to go in. When they'll be quietest, when there's fewer staff than normal.
And someone must be fencing all the gear they're nicking.
Exactly. 16-year-olds aren't going to be shifting that amount of stolen goods.
You're right. I think we're looking for someone older.
And with a fair bit of storage space.
OK, thanks, sir. I'll put someone on it. Jim, you got a minute?
Sorry.
Just had a word with Mr. Monroe about this steaming gang. Look, I'm up to my eyes with the DI off. Can you go and see Gary McCann? He's got all the details so far. I want this one out of the way. We're fully stretched till DC Glaze gets here.
Does that mean you're taking me off the bank case? I mean, Rod can handle it. In fact, he'd probably prefer it.
No, I need you both on that one. It's all very well for the bank to collect evidence, but when they call us to make an arrest, I want to know it'll stand up. We don't want egg on our face. It's complicated stuff, Jim. It needs your experienced eye.
Well, if my experience is so valuable, why are they shoving me back in uniform?
Transfers didn't work out, then? I'm sorry to hear that.
I heard from the last one today, none of the areas would take me. I thought I was doing all right as a DC.
Well, if there's no vacancies, you're a good DC.
It's a shame the powers that be don't think so.
Look, they're not singling you out, you know. Tenure applies to us all. I know it's a ridiculous scheme, but going back into uniform's not demotion. It's only a change of clothes.
Well, that's what they say. But it's not just that, is it? It's having to move stations as well. What a waste. All that local knowledge I've built up. 14 years I've been here. Who knows where they'll send me?
Look, Jim, if the Commissioner, in his wisdom, agrees with the tenure system, who are we to argue?
Shh, he's coming.
Evening all.
What's going on here then, Jim?
Move along there, Sonny. Very funny. Nice one, Rod. Thanks, mate.
Blimey. He's really throwing the teddy out the pram, isn't he?
Well, do you blame him? Would you like to go back into uniform?
Well, if truth be told, I've never seen Jim rising much above DC anyway. He's not ambitious. He's the type of bloke who settles in somewhere, just stays there. Unlike you, of course, Tony. I mean, you're shooting up the ladder, aren't you? I have my own priorities.
Yeah, skiving.
So, what's going on?
Jim Carver's transfer's been turned down.
Yeah, nobody else will have him as a DC.
What, so he's back in uniform? Lovely.
There's a certain irony, doesn't it? Yeah, I'm sure that's not the word he'd use.
Oh, it's going to be a bit of a shock, though, isn't it? I mean, he's not exactly in peak condition.
Peak? More like pork.
You talk. Oi. Jim, Gary McCann's looking for you. He's brought in some video.
All right, where is he?
Briefing room, I believe.
Great.
I hear you'll be leaving us.
Well, that didn't take long to get down the food chain, did it?
Do you know where they're sending you yet, Jim?
It's not for a while yet.
And you'll be back in uniform, of course.
You got a view on that? No? Good.
Just hope they can find one in his size.
What you got?
Have a look at this. Cameras on the other side of the street, opposite the clothes store.
They must be getting ready to go in. Look, you can see his face.
Gotcha. Sarge, do you reckon if I got this over to tech services today, I should be able to get some stills back by tomorrow?
Yeah, it should still be there. I'll go now, though.
Gotta run.
Thanks, Gary. That's a good lead. Do you think you'd make sergeant if you tried again?
Yeah, if he wanted it badly enough. He'd have to work at it, but he'd be daft not to try again.
Never let the grass grow under your feet, eh?
Exactly. I said with some feeling.
Well, you either try for promotion or you settle in. And one day you wake up, you look around and it's too late.
Yeah, well, that suits some people.
Yeah, until somebody shakes you out of it. 14 years in the job and I'm going to be back exactly where I started. On the beat.
Yeah, and what's wrong with that? Uniform is what it's all about. At least that's what you used to think.
What?
Cast your mind back all those years to your first day at Sun Hill.
You came out on the beat with me, remember? And I remember what you said. You said, I don't ever want to be in CID, I want to stay in uniform. That's what it's all about.
I never said that.
Really?
Mr. Kapoor, are you absolutely certain that these individuals were part of the gang?
Well, I mean, it looks like them, right age and everything. Well, most of them had scarves on.
But do you actually recognise some of them? If you're not sure, don't try and convince yourself.
Well, I couldn't swear to it. I mean, it was quick and there was a lot of them. It could have been this one.
One of the victims at the other shop might recognise them.
Yeah, maybe, but we've still got to find these kids.
Well, look, they're 16, 17, might still be at school.
Oh, do they look like they're bothered about A-levels?
Well, it's worth a try, Jim. Show these around some schools. If you take half, shouldn't take too long.
Yeah, all right. Look, try and get a look at the registers as well and check out any kids who were absent during the raids.
Where's your other half? Didn't think they'd let you out alone.
Jim, oh, he's on another case.
Got the feeling he wasn't very interested in this one.
Helen, we do have other cases to think about. Anyway, we don't need to worry about him, do we? We're just here to look at a suspect.
That's right. It's conspicuous. Just the two of us. That's Linda's over there, number 29. She's not home yet. Went to the shops to pick up a prescription for her mother.
Mother? She lives with her mother?
Mm.
You never told me that.
Didn't I? 84, very frail. Had a hip operation last year.
How'd you know all this?
Oh, we know everything about Linda. The bank keeps detail files on all its staff for this very reason.
This invalid mother of hers, could she be the reason why she's ripping off the bank?
Don't know what her reasons are yet. Could just be greed, plain and simple. That's why we're watching her. Find out where the money's going, what she's doing with it, who she's passing it on to.
You're very thorough.
The bank will go to any lengths to catch people who steal from it, particularly its own employees. We have to make an example out of her.
Well, I think you know the road, sir. You come flying down here one day.
Jewellers on Brookvale Road, shoplifting now by gang of youths. Informant Mrs. Denham, suspect still on premises. Over.
You're lucky this time, sir.
Sierra Oscar from Sierra 1, on way.
Twice in 2 days? They're getting a bit cheeky, aren't they?
Come on, Tone. They're in there.
DC Carver from Sierra Oscar, over.
Go ahead, Sarge.
Sounds like your little firm's busy again. Jewellers on the Brookvale Road. Informant says they're still on the premises, over.
Thanks, Sarge. I'll pick Gary up on the way.
I'll go in the shop.
Excuse me.
I've called an ambulance. He's taken a right kicking.
It looks like you did better than I did. The last one told me to get lost. What name did you get then?
Paul Moss, 17, pupil at Conway Road Comprehensive. According to their register, he's absent on all the dates of the previous raids.
Is he there today?
Apparently, so he's not done this one, unless he's sneaked out.
What about the photos?
No, they couldn't ID anyone else. But I reckon this Paul Moss is definitely worth a try. I knew someone would get hurt sooner or later.
Who was it?
Shopkeeper. He was on his own.
So what do the medics reckon?
Well, he's taken a hell of a beating. Can't tell how bad so far.
Anyone see anything?
Nah, not so far.
Same sort of age, though?
Yeah, seems like it.
There's Linda now. Fair amount of shopping there.
She's obviously living up on her ill-gotten gains.
One of the first things we look for if an employee starts spending more than usual.
What, like an extra packet of digestives?
Rod, spare me.
Well, have you ever considered keeping it internal? You know, dock it off her wages to make her pay it back?
Why on earth would we do that?
Well, look, if we get involved and there's a chance she's going to do time, then who's going to look after her mother?
Don't know. Should have thought about that, shouldn't she?
Does she have any other family? Or a boyfriend?
Hardly. Never married, no boyfriend, and for her leave this year, she went for 5 days to Great Yarmouth to a B&B with her mother.
So, how do you know that?
She booked it through our travel agents.
Well, they're a bit young. Paul Moss is 17.
Perhaps we should have followed him from school. He might not go straight home.
Oh, he'll be back sooner or later. I can't stay for too long, though. I have to get back. I've got some paperwork to catch up on.
I heard a whisper. Is that right, about your tenure? Are you going back into uniform?
A whisper? I might as well put a poster up in the canteen.
Guess you're a bit cheesed off.
Oh, I don't know. Well, at least there'll be less paperwork. I mean, CID can get bogged down. It's like this computer fraud case I'm working on with Rod Skase.
Still about nicking villains?
Yeah, but they got boffins at the yard for that. I like being at the sharp end.
Well, it might be a good thing going back to uniform.
Well, if that's what they want me to do, I'm not going to be negative about it. I mean, there's no point, is there?
No, Jim.
Hello. This looks like him.
Yep. And he lives there, so it must be Paul Moss. Looks like we got ourselves a suspect. Should we pull him in?
No. I'd rather keep an eye on him, see where he goes. He might lead us to whoever's setting up these raids, and that's who we really want.
The shops will close soon anyway. No more steaming today.
I don't know. Late night shopping.
Well, if you got stuff to be doing at the Nick, why don't I call someone to drive you back? I'll hang around here for a while.
All right, look, if anything happens, give us a call, and I'll try and tear myself away from the excitement.
How you doing? That's good of you to ask, since you're still officially on the case.
OK. How are we doing?
Fine. Me and Helen did the obbo this afternoon.
Oh, sweet.
You weren't missed.
I bet it wasn't you two huddled up with a thermos. Well, how come you're not still there?
We saw all we needed, and Helen's got to go to the theatre tonight.
Theatre? Oh, naturally. Well, what's she like then, our suspect? A right little hard case?
Well, she's just a bank clerk with her hand in the till, Jim.
So why didn't you arrest her then?
Helen doesn't want to yet. She has to find out where all the money goes after it's left Linda's account.
Oh, so she can claw it back. Well, if there's a thief out there and we've got evidence, we should nick her. I don't care what Helen wants.
What is your problem, Jim? Is it a class thing? Is it because she earns more money than you? Or is it simply because she's a woman?
I don't like her calling the shots. We're not lackeys for the bank.
You see, it's tricky stuff. We have to be guided by them. I think I know what your problem is. You don't understand this case, and so you switched off because you're bored.
I understand it all right. She's ripping off the bank. But you're right about it being boring.
What, I'm chasing after a bunch of school kids, isn't it?
These school kids, as you call them, just put someone in hospital. I think they're a bit more dangerous than some little bank clerk.
We go again, Paul?
Yep, all in a day's work, eh, Tom? What's up, Mr. Kapoor?
This bloke's got one of my jackets on, one that was nicked in a raid.
Listen, mate, I bought this up west. I ain't nicked nothing off you.
Look, hold on a minute, mate. Why do you think this is one that was nicked?
Well, it's got to be. It's a brand new line, exclusive to me only round here.
Exclusive? That's what I told you, mate. You can get these anywhere.
Listen, they only came in this week, and I haven't sold any, right?
Never mind that. He assaulted me. He drags me inside. He's holding me against me will. I'm pressing charges.
Yeah? Well, get that coat off me!
Right.
Calm down, both of you.
Ask him where he got it from, because he didn't buy it from me.
I ain't saying nothing. You've got a cheek accusing me.
Well, where did you get it from?
Well, like I said, up west. If I'd nicked it, I'm really going to walk past a shop in it.
Look, he even left the security tag on it.
Right, I'm arresting you for handling stolen goods.
Thanks, Mr. Kapoor.
You do not have to say...
358 from Sierra Oscar.
Go ahead, Sarge.
Message from Jim Carver, Gary. He's interviewing a suspect found in possession of a jacket stolen in one of the raids. He thinks it's best if you were back here at Sun Hill.
Received. On way.
So, you can't tell us the name of the shop. You can't produce a receipt. You didn't get this jacket out west.
You've been found in possession of a stolen jacket, Mr. Mead. Now, that is a crime. But if that is the extent of your involvement, then it's not too serious. And if you help us, it will make you look even better.
What, were you tricked into buying it? Didn't know it was nicked? Well, it's not your fault then, is it? I mean, that could happen to anyone.
I was in the Lord Banbury last night. Bloke comes up to me and asks if I'd be interested in some designer gear.
He said it'd been used in some fashion show and that he bought it off him afterwards. Apart from that, it was brand new.
And you believed him?
Well, sounded fair enough.
Well, you're obviously a fashionable chap. Know a bit of designer gear when you see it?
What happened next?
Went out to his van.
Which was?
It's a white Escort, L Reg. It had an orange stripe down each side. Loads of clothes in the back, loads of them. The bloke roots around and pulls out this jacket. He wanted 30. I only give him a pony.
You're able to knock him down a bit, eh? Well, that's good.
I never paid a full price for nothing, me.
You ever seen him before?
What's he look like?
Mid-20s, 5'10". Long, straggly, dark hair.
Anything distinctive? Tattoos or whatever?
Yeah. He had mother tattooed on his chest.
Have you got a sec, Sarge?
Yeah, sure. You finished with me?
Gary's showing him some mugshots at the moment. Now, that's a description of the man that sold him the jacket and the van. Could you get that out to everyone?
Sure, you want him brought in?
No, just let me or Gary know. We think that he could be the one that's organising the gang.
Yeah?
Yeah. He was selling the jacket the same day as the raid. Now, that's a bit quick for the kids to get the stuff out to a normal fence.
Yeah, especially the amount they nick.
Yeah, and then there is the van. I mean, when the kids race out of the shops, they're going to want to get rid of whatever they've grabbed.
All right, he parks up nearby, then they chuck the stuff in the back of the van and he can sell it off straight away. OK, I'll get this out. You going to do Mead for handling?
Probably not. I'm going to let him off with a caution. He's actually turned out quite helpful.
OK.
There's another thing, Sarge. I wondered if he fancied a drink later on, somewhere quiet.
Yeah, I mean, sure. I wouldn't be able to stay long.
Great. What you said about my first day, well, actually, you're right. I do remember thinking that I never wanted to leave uniform. It's what police work was all about. It's what attracted me in the first place.
What, a uniform?
Yeah, no. Look, what it meant, what it stood for. You know, as a sort of a symbol out there on the streets. I mean, as a kid, I admired it. I like the sort of, I don't know what, reassurance.
Yeah, I can understand that.
I mean, it sounds so old-fashioned these days, but back then I think we looked up to the police. There was a cop around my way and I thought, yeah, that's what I want to do.
Well, perhaps it wouldn't be such a bad thing you going back into uniform after all. Might get you back in touch with why you joined.
It's going to take some getting used to. It wouldn't be so bad if I didn't have to leave Sun Hill. I mean, I think that's what's getting me down the most, you know. I prefer to have done it here.
Oh, you see, I'd have said exactly the opposite.
No. No, I mean, sure, there's going to be some mickey taking, but most of them would have supported me. It's better than a bunch of strangers. I mean, they're going to send me some poxy little suburban station. Look, I don't want to have to step out to the sticks every day. I'd sooner quit.
You don't want to quit, believe me.
I don't think I've got any other options.
Well, it seems to me that you're missing the most obvious one. You could apply to come back into uniform now. Here. Before your tenure's up, preempt it. The division's down a few, there are some vacancies. You come back into uniform straight away, you could stay at Sun Hill.
Another?
No, I really ought to get home.
Thanks, June.
It's a pleasure.
Large scotch, please.
Tony, you seen Jim?
Blimey. It's come to something when CID needs uniform help to find one of their own people.
Yeah. Have you seen him or not?
He left about half an hour ago. Went to St Hugh's with Gary McCann.
What for?
See that shopkeeper? Might have got hurt in yesterday's raid.
Thanks for telling me, Jim.
You just take your time. We need you to have a look at these photographs. If you recognise anyone, you can give us a positive ID. Just nod your head.
What's he doing here? Sorry, Gary, I'll be back in a sec.
Yeah, just take a...
What do you want? I'm busy.
Your mobile's switched off.
Yeah, that's the rule in here, remember?
Well, Helen's ready for us to make the arrest. She's going to meet us down there.
I'm doing this. Take someone else.
There isn't anyone else. Jim, this is your case as much as it is mine, remember?
Look, I've got a witness in there who's starting to talk. Look, I'll come with you later.
No, you won't. We have to arrest Linda at her house now.
Oh, and of course, you can't nick a bank employee in front of the customers, can you?
Helen doesn't want the other staff to know just yet, in case they're involved.
Oh, and when Helen says jump, you jump, don't you? Oh, don't worry, mate. You're not going to get your leg over. She's out of your class.
You are out of order.
Am I?
Yes. You're losing it, Jim. This is really getting to you, isn't it? And Helen scares you because she's bright and you don't understand computers. No, listen to me. And to top it all, they're bunging you back in uniform. I understand that you're upset, but don't take it out on me. If you carry on behaving like this, it won't be uniform you have to worry about because you'll be out.
Yeah, you'll make sure word gets back, won't you?
I am not a grass! But if Daly finds out you're not with me, he's going to want to know why, isn't he?
This is more important.
No, it is not!
I'm trying to interview a witness through here. What's going on?
Daly wants Jim with me to make an arrest. That's all right with you, isn't it?
Good, fine. If that's what Sergeant Daly wants. You go, Jim. I'll finish up here.
Glad you could make it.
Oh, sorry to have kept you waiting.
Yeah, we had to interview someone in hospital.
Well, shall we get on with it?
How do you know she's in?
It's a day off. Yes? Linda Metcalf, Alan Walsh, National Equities Internal Security. These are police officers.
DC Skates, DC Carver, Sunhill.
Can we talk to you inside, please? Thank you.
After you.
What's this about?
Linda, my department's responsible for the investigation of crimes against the bank by its staff. I've monitored transactions you've carried out, and I have strong evidence that you've been defrauding the bank. I've showed these to the police, and they're here now to arrest you. I'm authorised to tell you that as of now, and pending further investigations, you are suspended on full pay.
Who is it?
Who's that?
It's her mother.
The bank will pursue to the full extent
Do you want
of
to
the
pop upstairs and make sure she's all right, love?
I can't tell her I'm being arrested. What's going to happen to her?
You don't have to tell her anything. Just go up and reassure her. Well, that was a bit heavy-handed, like a bull in a china shop.
Why have you sent her upstairs? I thought you were going to arrest her.
We are, Helen.
She could be destroying evidence up there.
Oh, how much more evidence do you need? I've never seen so much evidence.
Well, I'm sorry if I don't share your lax attitude. I'm going to check.
She's like the Gestapo.
Jim, how do you tactfully inform someone they're about to be arrested?
Well, what about a bit of compassion, eh? Or can't the bank afford that?
Come in.
Have you got a minute, sir?
Jim, yeah, take a seat.
I want to transfer back to uniform, sir. Here at Sunhill, as soon as possible.
I see. You're up for tenure in a couple of months, aren't you?
Yes, sir. When I move back to uniform, I want it to be here. I know the ground. I don't want to lose what I've built up.
Well, it's commendable loyalty to Sunhill, Jim, but they do move you for good reason, you know. Changing back to uniform is a big adjustment for everyone. You're crossing the floor. That can be difficult with people you know.
I'm sure I'll get lots of support, sir. Moving to a new station will be like starting again at the bottom.
Sure, yes, but one has to consider the effect on the relief as a whole, whether it would cause any disruptions or... Well, I don't know what area would say. It's a very unusual move.
So you're saying no?
Not at all, no, but you've caught me by surprise. I've got to think about it. I need to know you're doing it for the right reasons.
I am. I realise now that's what I should do. I've made up my mind. It's not just to avoid moving. I want to be back in uniform. I'm realistic about my promotion. Look, if it was going to happen, it would have years ago. I'm in a rut, sir.
I'm doing things that don't interest me. I've drifted away from why I first joined.
Which is?
To work with the public, out there, at the sharp end.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'll have a word with Mr. Brownlow about it, work out the best approach to area, and if everybody agrees, it could go through straight away. Why not?
You won't be soft on Jim Carver, will you, Sarge? I mean, you'll treat him like the rest of us.
Yeah, make him regret his decision.
Not me that's going to be hard on him, it'll be you lot.
As if. We're going to welcome him back like the prodigal son, aren't we?
Oh, well, what does that make Tony, then? The fatted calf?
Boy, Mr. Carver, what's happening to him, then?
Ah, well, he's coming back in the uniform, isn't he?
Blimey, what's he done to deserve that?
Well, it's not a punishment, you know.
Talking of punishment, number 2, please, and can you clear this lot?
Come on.
What, Carver, our local Bobby? We'll give him hell.
I remember you said that. Property store, yeah?
Linda Metcalf for questioning, please, Sarge.
Is Jim with you?
He's on his way down.
Reg!
Sarge?
Get Linda Metcalf out, please, for Rod.
Yeah, we'll do.
Jim in a few weeks.
You're going to delight in this, aren't you?
No, no. Whatever he wants to do is fine by me.
Sarge,
What are you doing down here?
did Jim not tell you? He wants me to sit on the interview for him.
What?
Yeah, he's just got a call off George. They've found a van they've been looking for, so he's gone straight down there.
George?
Oh, here it is. Can't see in the back of it, though. The vehicle's registered to a Kevin Lyon. He's got form for drugs, but not for handling. Garage Kevin Lyon is flat.
I've never heard of him.
No, well, the convictions were in Essex. Sounds like he's moved here, doesn't it? Now, as you can see, it's locked, but we could get a warrant break in. It's going to be full of gear, isn't it?
I'd sooner hang on. This will give us Lyon, but not the rest of the gang. Okay? Let's go and have a look at his flat.
That's Hobson's choice, though, isn't it, eh? If you hadn't been forced, you wouldn't have gone back into uniform.
Look,
because
you don't know what you're talking about.
you're just making the best of a bad job. I mean, it's second best to you, though, isn't it, eh? Whereas it's what we've chosen to do. See, we're dedicated to the uniform, but you, well, you're plain clothes now, Jim. Down to the soles of your boots, mate. Gary, I was just saying, I can't stand this attitude that uniform's a poor relation to CID.
That is not my attitude. It never has been.
That's last resort, Jim.
But just get it a rest day! Gary, which one's Lyon's flat?
That one there, Jim.
Kevin Lyon, open up! It's the police! I think it's about time we picked up Paul Moss.
Mum's just getting worse. Needs someone with her all the time now. The home help comes an hour a day, but the rest of the time she's on her own. I just didn't know what to do. Couldn't put her in a home. I mean, mentally she's not too bad, and she'd hate it. I couldn't do that to her. All I could think of was that I'd have to give up work. I'd happily do that, but we wouldn't have any money coming in. I couldn't see how we'd manage.
What were you going to do with the money?
I don't know. I hadn't thought it through. I just wanted to put some by, to tide us over. Just to live on, I suppose. It wasn't much.
Well, there's over 3,000 that we know about.
I really wish I hadn't done it. So stupid. I just couldn't see any other way out.
Was there anyone else involved? For the tape, Miss Metcalf shook her head. Linda, we're going to need to know where all the money went. You are going to tell us everything.
What about Mum? What's going to happen to her?
She'll be all right. We're making sure she's being looked after.
Oh, Rod, there's a Helen Walsh to see you at the front desk. Says it's urgent.
How's it going? What she said?
Well, yeah, it's going really well. She's put her hands up to it. How's her mother?
Has she said how much money?
Helen, how is her mother?
She's fine. Social services are with her. Couldn't get any sense out of her.
Oh, don't tell me you questioned her.
Look, has she talked about an accomplice? Someone else from the bank?
No, why?
After you left, I checked the place again, thoroughly. Look what I found. A savings account with a different bank. Bit more than the odd misdirected bank charge. I don't know how she's got that lot.
Helen, thousands of pounds have passed through this account. How come your bank...
Look, Rod, as yet, the bank doesn't know the figures involved. And they don't know about this either.
I thought you told me she didn't have a boyfriend.
That I knew of. This was inside it. Stephen Carmody, manager at Linda's branch.
So she might just be in love with him. It doesn't make them...
Look, Rod, you're the detective. Why do you always think the best of people? I'm sorry. Look, he was the only one I told of Linda's arrest. When I found this lot, I called the bank and he'd left a couple of hours earlier, just when I made the phone call.
Bank manager.
We haven't even scratched the surface. I don't know where the money's come from, gone to. They're gonna crucify me.
All right. All right. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to find him. We're going to arrest him. Quickly. All right?
Yes.
There he is.
Paul Moss. What? I'm arresting you for robbery. You do not have to say anything, but it may harm your defence if you do not mention when questioned, something which you may later learn in court. Anything you do say may be given in evidence.
We'll be in contact with you, Mum. Oh, look. Nice watch. Mind your head.
Oh, I suppose this is one of the elements of being in uniform you'd forgotten about, Jim. Being a jailer. Yeah, being stuck down here all day wouldn't suit everyone, you know, in amongst all the screams and the smells. Yeah, it's all human life goes through it, doesn't it?
I have done it before, Reg.
Well, yeah, I know, but that was a long time ago, wasn't it? You can be forgiven for getting carried away with the heady luxuries of CID, and the next minute they stick you back down here again, having to get to grips with the fundamentals of being in uniform. Like, well, fitness, for example.
Jim, have a look at this.
Oh, very careless, Paul. Oh, didn't you think to ditch it on the way in?
Yeah, and a nice watch. You seen that?
It was a present from my dad.
Very generous. Sign there, please. Then you put me #1, Reg.
Yeah, very posh. Gary, could you check with the jewellers, see if this is one of his that was stolen?
Yeah, no problem.
You don't mind me saying, Jim, I think it was a good decision to come back in the uniform.
To tell the truth, Sarge, I didn't have many options.
Ah, do you good. If you don't mind me offering the opinion.
Why not? Everyone else has.
Your Mr. Carmody has gone.
He's been working with Linda, hasn't he?
Certainly looks like it. Helen, if you're going to throw up, can you do it out the window?
We've got to find him.
Well, we'll do our best, but I wouldn't hold out too much hope. You see, this thing's been well planned. He's probably left the country by now.
That's not good enough. You have to stop him.
Helen, don't get on your high horse with me. It wasn't me who tipped him off.
Tell us about the watch again, Paul.
I said it was a present from my dad.
When did he give it to you?
Christmas.
Yeah? Looks brand new. Where did he get it?
I don't know.
If this is true, Paul, we're going to have to arrest your father and charge him with handling stolen goods. Because this watch came from a raid on the jewellers in Brookvale Road yesterday. And when he gets down here, we'll ask him if he gave you the cannabis as well.
He didn't.
You've been lying to us, Paul. I think you're part of a gang who've been steaming local shops, including the jewellers.
It was really dumb keeping the watch. Weren't you supposed to pass it on to someone? They're not going to be pleased when they find out.
You're in big trouble, Paul. We've got the watch, and we've got the drugs, and we've got evidence connecting you with other raids.
If you won't tell us, we're going to have to ask Kevin Lyon about it. Yeah, you know Kevin Lyon, don't you? Nasty bloke. Violent. He won't be pleased when he hears about you. Could do anything.
If we don't get enough evidence to convict, he'll still be out there.
So, is it Kevin that runs this gang?
When's the next raid?
He never tells us till just before.
How did you meet him?
Through a friend. Well, he knows loads of kids our age.
What about the drugs? Where'd you get that from?
Basically, we do the raids and he gives us the drugs. That's how he pays us.
How many other kids has he got like this?
I don't know. A lot. 20? 30?
This room's empty. You can use the phone in here. Dial 9.
They're going to kill me.
No, I'm sure they'll understand. Like you said, you're professionals.
Well, what did the manager say then?
You're going to love this.
Well, sounds like you've got enough to nick Kevin Lyon for drugs handling and organising the raids.
Well, we're sure there's stolen goods in his lockup, and Moss says there should be some in his flat.
He's also said he's likely to be violent.
Better get some backup then.
Good.
He said he loved me. He'd fallen in love and wanted us to go abroad. Had the tickets and everything.
Where were they for?
I don't know. He was keeping it as a surprise.
What about your mother?
I was going to take her to a home. A lovely one. Very expensive. In Devon, near my aunt. Just temporary. As soon as we were settled abroad, we'd bring her out to live with us.
And Stephen Carmody was party to all these plans?
Well, they were mostly his idea.
Where did you meet? His flat?
No, I've never been there. He never came to mine. Stephen said it would be safer that way. He used to meet me in the car park after work, and we'd drive south of the river, find a quiet cafe or pub.
And discuss the money you were stealing.
I'm showing Miss Metcalf Exhibit HW1, the Building Society passbook. Linda, is that yours?
Yes.
Large amounts of money were paid into here from an account at your bank, which you opened under a false name, and large amounts of money were paid out. Can you tell me where to?
They were transferred into Stephen's offshore account.
Can you tell us the details?
No. He set that up himself. I just had to pre-sign the forms.
And you trusted him in all this?
Of course. I loved him. I thought he loved me. He didn't, did he?
Interview terminated at 17:55.
Head office are on the way. They've asked if they can interview Linda.
We'll see.
The main thing is to contain this, keep it out of the press.
Yeah, we wouldn't want your customers to find out what sort of people you employ.
Stephen Carmody was one of our longest-serving and most respected managers. You could have seen this.
You were supposed to. You know, I really thought you knew what you were doing. We did everything you said. What have we got to show for it?
That's not fair. This is much more complicated than we ever thought.
Anyway, we might still catch him. Look, the lawyers will load all the blame on him in court. Paint Linda as the victim.
If it gets to court?
Oh, yeah. Of course, the publicity.
Look, if we choose not to press charges, it's our decision.
Well, the CPS might. And I hope they do. Listen, Helen, this is the law. It's not some corporate strategy.
It does make you wonder how often it happens, though, doesn't it?
Right, we all set? Good. Now, Gary's gone on ahead to Lyon's flat, but he's not there at the moment, so we're going to go to the lockups first, all right? Right. Well, he hasn't shifted much, has he?
This looks familiar.
Well, he's going to need more than one van to get rid of this lot.
DC Carver from 358.
Go ahead, Gary.
Lyon's just returned to his flat with 3 of the gang, over.
Received. Out. Right, you go and see Gary. Polly, Tony, you stay here.
That's Lyon's flat, third along the first floor.
Right, any exits this side?
No, but if he's got any drugs, he's going to chuck them out of that window.
Right. Kevin Lyon, open up! It's the police! OK, go for it.
George, have a look. He's doing a runner.
Right, come here. Come on. Come in.
I'll get him, mates.
Stand still.
You go down. I'm going to try and cut him off, OK?
OK.
Right, oh, get up. Oh, get up.
us, Jim.
Kevin Lyon, I'm arresting you for handling stolen goods. You do not have to say anything, but it may harm your defence if you do not mention, when questioned, something which you later rely on in court.
No, it's .475, not 4.75. How'd that go, Jim?
Oh, all right, we got our man, lots of stolen gear, and several of the gang. What about you?
Interpol are dealing with it.
Oh, yeah, I heard about this, the case of the disappearing bank manager. I don't suppose Helen's too popular with her bosses at the moment.
Or with me.
Love can be so fleeting.
Should have left it to the professionals.
Oh. Well, congratulations on rounding up the gang. Good to see CID and uniform working together. That's how it should be.
Thank you, sir.
Jim, could I, have a word? Mr. Conway said a word with me, and I've spoken to Area. They see no problem about you transferring to uniform, so if you want to fill in the forms, it should go through as quickly as possible. Be good to have you still around the place. CID's loss will be uniform's gain.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Well, I hope it works out. Good luck.
Aha! You owe me a fiver, Luke.
Great.
A fiver?
Yeah, you bet me a fiver you'd be late for your first shift.
Cheeky.
Come on, Luke. Get your wallet out.
So you made it, then?
What about you, George? Did you have a little flutter as well?
Don't know what you mean, mate.
Actually, I had 3 alarm clocks set up at 10-minute intervals. Murder it was. Mind you, I'll get used to it. I did before.
No, you won't, mate. You'll never get used to it. See you on parade, yeah?
Yeah. Right, Carver. Let's do it.
Oh, Jim, you look absolutely lovely.
Oh, yeah, very tasty.
Morning, everyone. Good to see you so cheerful.
Just welcoming the new boy, son. Old boy, more like.
All right, settle down. 595-340, Sierra 1. 171-521, Panda 84. 682-218, Panda 85. 944-400, beat 1. 432-600, beat 2. 248.
Looks like you've drawn the short straw, Luke.
Me?
Clean your shoes.
They'll probably put you with me to keep me on my toes.
You're joking. It's the other way around.
Right, everybody, listen up. Inspector Monroe wants a word.
Thanks, Matthew. I've had a request from CID for help with these two, Jerry and Mark Baker. Now, some of you might recognise them. They're prime suspects in a number of burglaries on restaurants and clubs. Rod Skase has been leading the investigation. I think you were involved in the case too, weren't you, Jim?
Yes, sir, that's right.
Didn't you get close to making an arrest?
Very close. Then they disappeared. They left Sun Hill.
Well, they're back. They beat up John White yesterday evening.
John White? He's the guy that grassed them up, so maybe somebody grassed him up.
Could be, because White's not telling us anything now. Rod thinks that the only way that he might talk is if we pick up both Mark and Jerry for questioning. So, let's keep our eyes peeled. And if you do ID them, don't approach without backup, because Jerry has formed for ABH. OK, that's all. Thanks.
Right, everybody look at these photos before you go.
Ready when you are, Luke.
Sarge, I've got some stuff to finish first. Some case papers on a body that I nicked last night.
How long are you going to be?
Hour and a half at the most. Is that all right?
Jim?
Of course. Let me know when you're finished.
All right.
Good luck.
Thank you, sir.
Seems confident enough.
Well, it's been a while. I hope he doesn't underestimate the change.
He wants to make it work, sir. That's why Luke's the ideal partner. Jim won't have anything to prove.
Good choice. Even so, keep an eye out, will you? Any problems, I want them dealt with as quickly as possible.
Sir.
Hello, darling. Going our way?
Yeah. Where's Luke?
Scarving back at the Nick.
You mean they let you out on your own? Out of shoes.
Well, did you break him in? That's probably 25 years since he last had to do that.
Yeah, thanks, Dave.
All units from Sierra Oscar, flat 55, Cockcroft Estate, a burglary. Informant to Mr. Chowdhury just returned from his night shift.
Sounds like this is one for me.
Well, steady on now, Jim. Proper policing now, you know.
Oh, yeah.
See you later.
Sierra Oscar from 682 receiving.
Go ahead, Di.
We're not too far away from the Cockcroft. Show us dealing.
Okay.
What time did you get home, Mr. Chowdhury?
7:15. I work the night shift at Morton's Bakeries. That's 10 to 6. I had some breakfast. I always do. And then I come home to find this.
It's all right, I'll get it.
Broken glass above the door. I knew something was wrong.
Do you have any idea who could have done it?
Jimbo. George, I was just round the corner. Do you need a hand?
No, you're all right, mate.
Is that the point of entry?
Yeah, that's right.
Well, come and have a look at this, look. There's some footprints here. There might be some more inside.
Yeah, well, I think we should really leave all this to the DSC. Our job's just to make the report, isn't it?
George?
Yes.
Mr. Chowdhury thinks he knows who did this? A local gang of teenagers on the estate?
600 from Sierra Oscar, receiving.
600 receiving, over.
Can you get down to Cheetham Road Primary School to supervise a new school crossing, please? Straight away.
Understood, Sarge. Out. Oi! Use the crossing!
What's this? First day back and they put you on front line, yeah?
Yeah. Riot control.
Right.
600 from 432, receiving.
Go ahead, Luke.
Done here, Jim. Where shall we meet?
Excuse me. Where's the parking around here?
Well, you can't park it here, mate. This is reserved for police vehicles only. You have to find a spot up the road, yeah?
All right, yeah, I know I should have ridden my bike. Thanks.
It's got to be the new DC.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, Ellis Rawton met him on a drug seminar. Took an instant shine, so Kerry told me. Encouraged him to apply.
Right. You mean she fancied him?
Yeah, well, it was a weekend course in a hotel in the middle of nowhere. Mind you, I wouldn't blame her, would you?
How's it going?
Yeah, I should be right, thanks.
All units from Sierra Oscar. The Canley Arms on Fenton Street. A burglary, the landlord attacked. Ambulance called. Can anyone attend?
Sierra Oscar from 432.
Go ahead, Luke.
Show us dealing.
Yeah, hold on.
Show us dealing.
Hello? Hello, it's the police.
Oh, there you are. It's just through here. Is the ambulance coming?
Yes, mate, it's on its way.
Oh, I found him.
And you are?
Chris Dunn. I was making a delivery.
Good Lord. Do you know his name?
Roger Guilfoyle.
Roger? Roger? Roger, can you hear me, Roger? What's the pulse? Sierra Oscar from 600, over.
Go ahead, Jim.
We're at the Canley Arms. Any news on the ambulance, over?
It's on way.
Thanks. Out. What time did you find him?
Oh, about 8:45. I banged on the door. Well, it was open. When I saw him, I thought he was a goner. I mean, he's only just taken over.
Well, he's new here.
Yeah, last night was his grand opening. Big do. Well, he put an ad in the Gazette, so... But his place was packed. Then this happens.
Roger.
Luke, I'm just going to check the bar. Yes, mate? Oh, sorry, mate. Why not wait? That depends. Who are you? Peter Johnson. How made you live, Peter? I live a few doors down Canley Road, mate. This is my local. I thought it was open. Open? Well, I've got this lousy hangover, and I thought, quick half, you know, hair of the dog and all that. No, mate, it's closed. Fine. Yeah, through the back here. It's the pub landlord. We think he was attacked last night. He was found this morning at 8:45.
Okay, cheers.
Who's that?
Hello.
Just some idiot thought the pub was open.
You're joking.
No. Do you know something, though, Luke? I think I recognise the MO.
Let's get something, take some gold. Yeah. All right, Liz. See your new boyfriend's in there in Meadows.
Very nice.
He's not my boyfriend.
He's jealous, that's his problem.
No? I thought you were getting all cosy with him at a drug seminar, you know, showing him the delights of sunny.
Yeah, I was. I thought I'd forgot how to flirt working with you lot.
Liz.
Danny, how are you?
Good, great to see you again.
You too.
Of course, you two know each other, don't you?
Yeah, it was Liz first gave me the spec on Sun Hill. Made it sound irresistible.
So how did you do that?
I lied.
Well, you can do the introductions.
Right.
Sir. Burglary at the Canley Arms. Jim's down there now. Looks like a Baker Brothers job.
Well, you better get down there then. Who's with you on this one?
Jim.
Well, you're going to need somebody else, aren't you?
I'll go. I mean, I don't know, maybe the introductions can wait. I mean, I'd rather be out and about if that's okay with you.
Sure, why not?
Danny Glaze.
Yeah. Hello.
Pleased to meet you.
Pleased to meet
What's
you.
the score with these guys?
Rod.
All right. Oh, this is DC Danny Glaze.
Good to meet you.
Hello, mate. Yeah.
I brought him up to speed on everything. I've told him that you and I were working on this.
OK. Now, this is the Baker Brothers. I'm sure of it. And some. Over here. Now, it all took place after a party which had been advertised like the others. Now, Mark or Jerry could have easily have slipped in here and waited and let the other through the open window. Except this time they were disturbed by the publican, Mr. Guilfoyle, and things turned nasty.
So he did, didn't it?
They'd been violent before?
No, just threats. They've been careful.
Yeah, with Jerry's record, it's just a matter of time. Oh, Jim. It's all right, mate. We'll take over from here.
Oh, he's just down the back of the right-hand side.
So you found him, yeah? Was he uncle?
Sorted.
Yeah,
All units from Sierra Oscar. Traffic accidents at Shipley Street. Can anyone deal?
It's just up the road from here, isn't it?
Yeah.
Sierra Oscar from 600 receiving, over. Here we go.
This idiot's just driven into the back of me and he's got no insurance.
And your name, sir?
Stan Barnes.
And you?
Brian Wood.
And you were the driver of the van at the time of the accident?
Yes.
How about you?
Morgan Ickham.
Are you the owner?
Yeah, and the van belongs to me, okay?
Right, we're going to have to fill in an accident report. Luke.
Why not do this stuff? Luke, it's Mark Baker!
Are you sure it was Mark Baker?
Absolutely positive.
As soon as he sees us, he legs it.
I'm sorry, mate. Look, he got away. What can I say?
All right, don't worry about it. Jim, it was nobody's fault. I mean, you were thrown a blinder. What else could you do?
Luke.
Jim.
Come on.
It's all right. We've still got the rest of the investigation. There's still plenty to play for. Jim!
It's for you, Rod. St. Hughes. Mr. Guilfoyle has regained consciousness, wants to talk.
Tom. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll get that.
No, I don't want it, thanks.
No?
Give me 10 minutes. There's something I want to do first.
All right, but where will you be?
I'll find you.
Luke. How's it going?
Fine, Sarge.
So how did you lose Mark Baker?
Oh, you heard about that then?
Well, there were two of you.
It was just one of those things, Sarge. It couldn't be helped.
You upset?
Yeah.
Go on, then.
Thanks, Sarge.
Do you remember the bloke who turned up at the Canley Arms, said he wanted to drink, told me his name was Peter Johnson?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, when I thought about it, it all seemed a bit dodgy, so I went into the DIU and I made a positive ID. Peter Johnson has got a string of convictions. He's also a mate of John White.
The guy who grassed up the Baker brothers?
Yeah. Now, Johnson told me he lived in the Canley Road, but not according to his file. So what was he doing at the pub? I've got his address. Why don't we go and find out?
Jim, shouldn't we give this to CID?
It's worth a try, isn't it, surely?
Well, what about our beat?
Just one visit, one conversation. I really want Mark Baker, Luke. It's personal. It's unfinished business. All right. Mr. Johnson, can we have a word? We met earlier today at the Canley Arms. What about it? You said it was your local, Mr. Johnson, but you don't live anywhere near it, do you? So, what were you doing there?
Fancied the walk?
I don't believe you, Mr. Johnson.
Believe what you like, mate. It's a free world. Now, excuse me.
If you get in that car, Mr. Johnson, and attempt to drive it away, you will be committing an offence.
What?
Your tax disc is out of date.
Yeah, well, it's in a post.
What, for 6 weeks? Would you mind checking your brake lights for me, Mr. Johnson? Well, while we're at it, we'll have a good look at your tyres, front and rear.
What are you giving me grief for? I ain't done nothing.
You went to the Canley Arms this morning, and I want to know why.
Jim, we could take that.
Yeah, look, someone else might attend. Do you know John White, Mr. Johnson?
No.
What about the Baker brothers, Mark and Jerry?
Who?
Jim, we're just round the corner.
Yeah, just wait.
No, we can't. We got to respond, all
Luke.
right? Sierra Oscar from 432 receiving.
Luke.
Sarah's dealing.
Ben's done here. MO physics, eh? Yeah. Shame we didn't get a good look at his attackers, though. It was Mark and Jerry, all right, and I bet it was Jerry who had to be pulled off.
So what do we do now?
Go and see Mr. White. Apply some pressure.
You think White will talk?
He will when I finish with him.
No, this guy was burgled early today, so this might have something to do with it.
You can't keep him there.
Excuse me!
Wait.
Excuse me, would you move away from the door, please?
He's locked our mate in the cupboard. He's left him in the cupboard.
One at a time, please. What's happening?
He's locked our mate in the cupboard. He dragged him in. He threw him into the
Okay,
bin.
now, would you let us handle this, please? Mr. Chowdhury, it's PC Carver's son here. Will you open up, please?
It's all right, Matt. Let him out. Wait,
handle this. All right, thank you. All right, son. We'll get you out there as soon as we can. Mr. Chowdhury, what is going on?
He's responsible for all this. They've been trying to knock my door down for half an hour.
Okay.
What am I supposed to do, lie down and take it?
You've proved your point. Now open it.
No.
You're not helping yourself here.
Jim, maybe we should call for backup.
Mr. Chowdhury is just about to give me the key, aren't you, Mr. Chowdhury?
It could get nasty.
Luke, I said I would handle it. Mr. Chowdhury, I do not want to have to arrest you. Now give me the key. Thank you. Right, son.
Yeah, come on, that's it. Come on,
Right,
that's it.
You are under arrest.
What?
You do not have to say anything, but it may harm your defence if you do not mention when questioned something which you later align in court. Do you understand?
Yes!
So they jumped away. Cameraman is one of the first to show, and he ran to the first flight of hurdles.
You got visitors.
Generosity is also well there. All of them safely over. The back marker is Jared, held up in the early stages.
Mr. Scase from Sun Hill and... Oh, sorry, what did you say your name was?
DC Glaze.
I see. Want me some flowers, have you? Trying to keep me sweet.
Dad.
What do you think they're here for?
Actually, John, we've come to see how you are.
As if you care. Well, I'm still in agony. Okay.
Come on, Dad, you're on the mend. I'm just down a few days to help look after him.
Is that what you call it?
Yeah, tender, loving care. Or can I get you a cup of something?
They're not staying.
Dad, will you just listen to what he has to say? Go on.
Thanks. John, we've just come from St Hugh's where we've been talking to the new landlord of the Canley Arms, Mr Guilfoyle. Well, he had a huge opening party last night. You know, lots of people and that. And as they were leaving, he was doing his catching up and he heard this noise in the gents. Well, I guess you can imagine what happened next, can you?
Jerry and Mark again, yes?
Yeah, that's right. Totally unprovoked, you know, he didn't stand a chance. He's in intensive care now.
Will he be all right?
Well, he'll live.
It's Jerry who did it. He's the vicious one.
And was it Jerry who did this to you? John? You listen to me. First it was you, then Mr Guilfoyle, then what?
You're not having a statement.
Why not?
Look at me.
I guarantee your safety if you tell us where they are.
I don't know where they are.
You must know something.
No, I don't.
Come on, don't muck about. Tell him what you know.
I can't. I'm sorry, I can't, and that's it.
Sarge.
What got here?
It's Luke's body, Sarge.
Luke.
I arrested Mr. Chowdhury for assault, Sarge.
I don't believe this. I've already apologised to them.
It's too late for that now, sir.
Right. Better get on with it then.
Look, don't be too hard on him. He's still really scared.
That's exactly what Mark and Jerry want, Ella.
But I've never seen him like this.
Then get used to it.
All right. I'll help you. It's not a lot, but...
Go on.
There's this house on Lasswade Street. Number 1. Dad part owns it. He gave the Baker brothers a key a while back. You could try there.
Thanks.
This is ridiculous. I have to tell you what happened all over again.
For the tape, please, Mr. Chowdhury.
Well, I hit you. It was a very stupid thing to do. Look, I don't go looking for trouble. I get on with everyone. I was just angry, that's all. Look, I've said sorry. What else can I say? Isn't that enough for you?
I think that's more than enough, Mr. Chowdhury.
Right, Mr. Chowdhury, this way.
So what you going to do, Luke? You going to charge him?
He did it, Jim.
He overreacted, Luke, and he wasn't the only one. Now, be honest, there's no need for all of this. It could have been handled a lot better.
You mean so you could have got back to Johnson, right?
Right, what do you want me to do with him?
We were just discussing that, Sarge, weren't we, Luke?
Yes.
You want him charged?
Well, I think a caution would be more appropriate.
Well, Luke, it's your body.
I agree with Jim, Sarge.
So you want to drop the assault?
Yes, Sarge.
Right, so I'll tell Mr. Monroe, then he can caution him, and we'll let Mr. Chowdhury go.
Thank you.
Hey, Jim. Jim, hang on. How are you getting on out there?
Like a duck to water, Sarge. It's like I've never been away.
How are you finding working with Luke?
Fine.
Teaching him everything you know?
Something like that.
Hi, Jerry. Hey, Tom, do the upstairs, will you?
Right here!
Enough! Just be...
All right, okay.
Just calm down.
Watch my arm!
Shut up. Come on.
No sign of Mark. Oh, look, it's Jerry Baker. Well done, Rod. Any sign of Mark?
We're working on it.
Shouldn't we tell them about Peter Johnson?
Tell them what? We don't know anything yet.
But aren't we withholding information?
All units from Sierra Oscar. A gang of teenage shoplifters have been sighted at the Canley shopping centre. Anyone free to patrol the area?
We can do that. Sierra Oscar from 600 over.
Go ahead, Jim.
Can you show us attending? Canley shopping centre just round the corner from Johnson's house. Come on.
Not as good as his old man, though.
I've got a mate at the Villa phone who told me that.
What? Just have the DSE on the phone. She's got a set of fingerprints from the gents' window of the Canley Arms.
Oh, yeah? Nice one.
Said she also found a blood-stained cap behind a waste paper basket.
The baseball cap?
That's right.
Sir Black No Sugar. Guildford's attackers are wearing baseball caps.
They're a slogan over the peak, the fabulous Baker brothers.
Not anymore, they're not.
Right. I'm off to see Johnson. He's only a few minutes away. Tim, look, we've been here for half an hour and we haven't seen anything. If you need me, radio me, I'll be straight back, I promise.
Could you tell me what you were doing last night, Jerry?
This and that.
Be more precise.
This and that and a bit of the other.
What about your brother? What was he doing?
Same as me, fancy free.
So you were together then?
We're brothers. We hang out.
Where did you go?
Round and about.
And this round and about, did it include the Canley Arms?
Never heard of it.
See, last night there was a party there. A great deal of money was spent. Afterwards, the landlord was beaten up in the gents' toilets by two men and robbed.
Oh, tut-tut. They won't be invited again?
They won't be going anywhere again, because they were careless. Forensics having a field day. They've got fingerprints, bloodstains, the works. I'm now showing the suspect exhibit TU1, a white baseball cap that was found in the gents' toilets. Do you recognise it?
No.
Right. What about the slogan on the front? The fabulous Baker brothers.
It's not mine.
OK, well, don't worry. We found a hair on the cap. We can do a DNA check. We can also do that for bloodstains, too. My guess is that they match the landlord. The thing is, Jerry, the landlord told us that one of these boys went mental. You know, he really lost it. Was that you? Did you start hitting him? Couldn't stop? Did Mark have to pull you off?
You finished, or what?
Is it good news or bad? Will Pete thank me for telling you?
Do you know where he is, sir?
Try the betting shop in Elvis Road. He's always there lunchtime.
Thanks. Mr. Johnson!
Sorry, mate, I've got no
Yeah,
time
excuse
for
me,
this.
Mr. Johnson. Could you please tell me what you're doing down at Canley Arms this morning?
Look, I already told you, mate. I don't know nothing.
No?
All right?
What were you doing at the Canley Arms this morning?
All right. Well, if I tell you, you keep me out of this.
I was the only one who saw you, remember? Look, no one else knows about this.
I was rung up 8:30. Jerry told me to get down to Canley Arms and fetch some baseball cap he'd left in the toilet. Both he and Mark were lying low. Look, I wanted to say no, but you can't exactly say no to Jerry Baker, can you now?
Well, you can now. He's under arrest.
What, Jerry?
Which only leaves Mark. So, one last question, Mr. Johnson. Where can I find Mark?
Assistance requested, County Shopping Centre, group of teenage girls, IC1, IC2. Come on. That's it. That's it up. Oh, come on.
Excuse me, please.
Luke! George! Come on.
Sierra Oscar from 218, receiving? Go ahead, George. Yeah, we're with Luke. We've arrested 6 suspects. Luke? Isn't Jim Carver with you, George? No, Sarge. Where is he, then? I don't know.
I'll let someone know where I am.
Too late, Jimbo. Missed all the action, mate.
Yeah, thanks, Luke. Look, I'm sorry, mate. I got held up with Johnson. But I've got to live with Mark Baker, though.
Didn't you hear me?
Luke.
I called for help, Jim. Didn't you hear me?
Yes, I heard you, but I thought you could manage by yourself.
Oh, you did you? And why is that? Because I'm some Mickey Mouse copper and you ain't?
600 and 432 from Sierra Oscar receiving. 600 and 432 from Sierra Oscar.
Go ahead, Sarge.
Jim, I'd like to see both you and Luke in my office, please. Immediately.
Received. Out.
Jim. Sarge. I'm running CAD today. I'm listening to everything. Sergeant Boyden calls you back in. Now what's happening? Jim, he's called you back in.
I let someone escape this morning. I was following a lead. When I should have been somewhere else. I compromised my fellow officer. I left him in the lurch, Sarge.
Jim, this isn't about being wrong. You're not wrong. You can be right. I've been right, and I've pursued that rightness. But you know, I know, you have to understand when to stop. And it's difficult.
I think really, Sarge, it's just a different way of working.
One of the deep, deep lessons of being in this uniform, of being in this blue, is that we're together, that we are not alone, that we are supporting each other.
I don't know if I can do it.
I know you'll do it.
Where were you?
Nearby.
What were you doing?
Something came up.
Something more important than patrolling the shopping centre, as you were instructed?
Well, I was,
Well?
It was his shoes, Sarge.
Shoes?
Yeah, see, they were new today and they were giving him blisters, so he went to put some plasters on. Well, he came back as quick as he could.
I bet he did. And what about the arrest of Mr. Chowdhury?
Sarge?
Sergeant Ackland said there was a disagreement over it. Was there?
No, Sarge. See, I wanted to charge him, but then me and Jim had a discussion, and I realised that a caution would be more appropriate.
So there was a disagreement?
Well, nothing serious, Sarge, was there, Jim?
No.
It was a mutual decision.
So everything's fine? No trouble at all?
Fine, Sarge, yeah.
No, nothing.
Go on then, get on with it.
Thanks.
Listen, whatever problems we have, we sort out between ourselves, all right?
Danny.
You're not going to be happy until we get him, are you? Why? It's not your responsibility anymore, Jim.
Excuse. Danny, how'd you get on with Jerry Baker?
Well, needless to say, we didn't get anything useful, but we're going back to see White's daughter again. So, don't hold your breath.
You want this result, don't you? Got just over an hour before our shift ends.
You want to go after Mark Baker?
Well, why not? The worst thing is we draw a blank and we give whatever we know to Rod. No harm done. On the other hand, though.
Good lad.
What happened? Did you get them?
Well, we went to the house, we found Jerry, we arrested him. But no Mark.
Who is it?
It's all right, Dad. It's for me. So, why have you come back?
Because your old man knows where he is and he's going to tell me.
All right, let me do it. Talk to him.
No, I'm going to talk to him myself.
Don't you get it? He sees you, he gets scared, he clams up. I'm his daughter, he might listen to me in private. Come on, I put myself on the line for you. Give me a chance.
All right. But you better make damn sure that he realises the attack on Guilfoyle has changed everything. And he's not going to sit on the fence much longer while I'm busting myself. Do you understand?
OK, let's see if Mark Baker's inside then.
We can't just walk in, Jim.
OK, you watch the front.
Did you get anything?
I didn't see Mark Baker, but I did find something else. Come on. Excuse me, are you the landlord?
Yeah, that's me, it's my gaff.
Well, I wonder if you could help us. We're looking for a young man called Mark Baker.
Who?
He's about 25, 5'9", he's got ginger hair.
Sorry, couldn't help my regulars.
Well, you don't mind if we have a quick look round, do you?
But you won't find him.
Oh, so you do know him?
No, I don't.
I bet you do. You see, we've received information that he comes in quite often. He likes to gamble here.
Gamble? No one gambles here. I run a straight pub.
Really?
So what about the equipment through here?
Yeah, well, it was a charity night.
Oh, what's my name? Lassie. Tell me about Mark Baker.
Look, if I do, you won't report me.
Let's say I would reconsider.
Yeah. All right, look. He was here last night. I mean, flush he was. Bag full of cash, flashing it about. He played the wheel, some cards. I wanted to close up, but he kept on going. Mouthy, too, full of himself. All night long, and I couldn't get rid of him.
So what time did he leave?
About 9 o'clock this morning. His driver took him home.
Driver?
Yeah, Mark lost his licence. So he hires somebody from the local minicab firm. Sit outside all night long. Pays over the odds.
Bet his name's Brian Wood.
Why don't we go back and question Jerry again?
What are you talking about? Got nothing last time.
There was one moment when you mentioned the attack on Guilfoyle, the violence. Jerry totally lost his cool when you blamed him. Remember? Well, I think that's because he didn't do it. Guilfoyle says his attacker was out of control, yeah? But what we know about Jerry's form suggests that he uses violence for a purpose. He's not indiscriminate. So, what if it was Mark who lost it, for some reason, and not Jerry at all?
Yeah, go on, I'm listening.
So, if we question Jerry again, along those lines...
Yeah, all right.
Rod, do you mind if I lead the interview? Fresh face, different approach. I know what this is all about, Jerry. It's about you being a good brother. You see, up to now, everything has gone great, yeah? The burglaries were well planned and carried out. You scared people, but you never got with the real deal. Nobody was hurt. Until last night. Something definitely went wrong. I know the attack on Guilfoyle wasn't meant to happen. All that violence must have thrown you. Made you careless. You left your baseball cap behind, other evidence. I mean, the whole thing was totally unprofessional. And you are, if nothing else, a professional, yeah? But deep down, you know that forensics is going to send you down for this, Jerry. Don't you? Because it will. But you're still loyal to Mark, obviously. And believe me, I admire that. You still want to look after him.
I won't tell you where he is.
OK, no, don't. But it was Mark who attacked Guilfoyle, wasn't it? Jerry. You know he's a nutter. So you're happy just to sit in here while he's out walking the streets, yeah? Are you really prepared to let that happen? Jerry, listen to me. Give it up. Look, it doesn't make you a bad brother if you get help for him. Because you know he needs help. So, was it Mark who attacked Guilfoyle? No, say it, Jerry, for the tape.
Yes, he hit him.
Why?
Because he was seeing this girl. He really liked her. I mean, Mark, serious about a girl, he must be joking. Then a couple of days ago, guess what? She gives him the push. He was fuming. He was done in. I mean, it was just like this bomb waiting to go off. And, your man Guilfoyle was in the wrong place at the wrong time. He copped it.
So why did she give him the push?
Because her dad was doing a few jobs for us, that's why. She didn't like that. She says we were making his life hell.
Are we talking about John White, Jerry? Was Mark going out with Ella?
Yeah.
Here we go.
I'm sorry, Mr. Woods. Did we wake you up?
Yeah.
Do you mind if we ask you a few questions?
No.
Should have told us right from the start.
I tried to help you, didn't I?
No, you try to cover for yourself and play for time.
Well, what else was I supposed to do after what Jerry and Mark did to Dad? If he'd have known, he'd have never forgiven me.
Too right.
So, thanks for nothing, fellas. You've really helped.
When did you and Mark split up?
A couple of days ago.
How did he take it?
Well, badly. He was so used to getting what he wanted, he couldn't believe it. He never thought I'd be the one to finish it.
So that's why you've been so nice to me these past few days.
No!
You two-faced bitch!
Take it easy. Just take it. Come on, John. Tell us where we can find him. Come on.
Tell him what you know, Dad!
Get out! Get out!
CT
they're receiving you, Jim.
I've got some good news for you. If you're still looking for Mark Baker, I think I've found where he's hiding out. Over.
Oh, great. Where's that, Jim?
Well, you know those lockups on Jessop's Lane? Over.
Yeah, I know them.
Well, I'll meet you there in 10 minutes. Oh, and bring someone with you, yeah? Over.
Gotcha. Will do. Out.
All right.
This way, gentlemen.
Mark Baker, open up, it's the police!
Put it down. Come on. Put it down. Take it easy. Put it down.
Good lad. Cuff him, Luke, cuff him.
Well done, Mark. It's very good.
Alan Hess
what are you talking about,
midfield
Alan?
play.
I mean, Luke's been singing the praises, hasn't he?
Well, not.
Simon.
Yeah, well, it was teamwork.
I took the uniform to get the brain working, did it?
So, look, going to come join us for a swift one?
Yeah, I've just got some paperwork to finish.
Blimey, don't be 12 and a half years this time.
Hey, me and Danny are going for lunch. Do you want to come?
No, thanks, Liz. I wouldn't want to get in the way.
No, you're not getting in the way. I won't even notice you there. Hey, Jim, how's it going?
I got a result. Mark Baker. Not bad for a first day, eh?
Yeah, good. Danny Glaze, Jim Carver.
Yeah, we've kind of met. How you doing?
The new DC. Well, I'm the old DC, now the new PC.
Liz told me all about you. She had a lot of respect for what you did.
Like I had no choice, right?
I'm over here. See you.
I'll see you later. Even so, I mean, back in uniform at the same nick?
Better the devil you know.
Oh, trust me, I couldn't do it.
It does feel strange.
I'm sure it'll work out, though, yeah?
I'm sure it will.
I'll see you later.
Come on, guys. Oh, listen, it's your room tonight. Oh, it's really nice.
Yeah, see you tomorrow.
End of the first shift, then?
Yes, Sarge. I'm just off for a drink to celebrate.
Feel part of the team now?
Yeah, I do.
Good. So whatever stunt you pulled earlier, you won't try again?
Stunt, Sarge?
Listen, you got away with it. That's fine. But you're supposed to be an experienced officer setting a good example. Make sure you do, Jim. Because I'm going to be watching you. All right?